Alright, we're gonna go through the 9.2.3 BUGFIX patch. That's right, we're gonna make it quick and simple. I'm not reading it off, AI's gonna read it off, but we're gonna be there to see what's going on. So let's get to it.
9.2.3 BUGFIX patch.
Alright.
Content. The twins and the Houndmaster have been re-enabled in the Haunted by Daylight event queue. The shape. Added a 20% bonus to stun recovery and breaking speed while in Evil Incarnate mode. Increased the duration of Evil Incarnate mode to 60 seconds was 40 seconds.
Could be a good change.
Increased movement speed while activating Evil Incarnate mode to 4.6 meters per second was 3.45 meters per second. Increased Slaughtering Strike's movement speed to 7.5 meters per second was 6.9 meters per second. Increased Slaughtering Strike's turning sensitivity. Dev note. This is the first of 2 steps we have planned to make Slaughtering Strike feel more responsive when you're in action.
Bumped him a little.
In the next PTB, we will be removing the sensitivity modifier from Slaughtering Strike, making it identical to normal camera sensitivity. Removed the vertical camera restriction while performing a Slaughtering Strike. Decreased Slaughtering Strike's cooldown to 4 seconds was 6 seconds. Increased score event for Slaughtering Strike hits to 800 blood points was 200. Decreased Pursuer mode's terror radius to 16 meters was 24 meters. Decreased Evil Incarnate mode's terror radius to 32 meters was 40 meters. Bug fixes. Haunted by Daylight. Fixed an issue where players could become partially or fully invisible after interacting with a void portal. Becoming invisible from the spectator POV has been fixed as well. Fixed an issue where survivors' heads would show the effects of various killers' Morris after interacting with a void portal. Fixed an issue where the knight could permanently see their guard's auras at their last location after entering the void realm. Fixed an issue where the knight's view was unaffected by the void crystal's smoke bomb when using guard summon. Fixed an issue where killers were able to see through the void crystal's smoke bomb when standing at the sphere's edge. Fixed an issue where the mastermind and a survivor could become invisible to one another and obstruct their view when the void portal interaction is interrupted. Fixed an issue where void haunts would not hit the survivor if they fell on top of them. Fixed an issue where the ghoul would face forward while destroying a pumpkin. Fixed an issue in the void realm where the nurse could blink out of bounds. Fixed an issue where the twins Victor could become invisible if unbound while a void crystal smoke bomb was active. Audio. Fixed an issue where the audio would be muffled when entering and exiting.
Why they didn't have them, why they were locked out.
Fixed an issue where the Dark Lord's Cape SFX were too loud when spectating. Fixed an issue where the Spirit's default SFX could be heard when finishing a phase walk while equipped with the Tony outfit. Fixed an issue where the Executioner's punishment of the Dam's SFX is missing when hitting a survivor. Fixed an issue where a loud noise notification would trigger when a survivor was rescued from the Executioner's Cage of Atonement. Fixed an issue where the audio for the Doomed Course trailer could be heard when tabbed out of the application. Fixed an issue where chase music was not heard when spectating the killer in custom game. Fixed an issue where infected SFX continued to play after the plague destroyed an infected pallet. Characters. Fixed an issue where the Kresu could cause pallets to repeatedly lift and drop when vaulting after switching to head mode. Fixed an issue where the Kresu could occasionally cause a crash when vaulting during headlong flight while using mouse wheel keybindings. Fixed an issue where the camera would zoom in on the sky at the end of the Kresu's Mori animation when viewed from the survivor's POV. Fixed an issue where the hindered status effect from the ghoul's grab attack would last longer than normal on a vault grab. Fixed an issue where the shape's camera would reset after activating Evil Incarnate mode. Fixed an issue where the shape's Slaughtering Strike turning was not smooth on controllers. Fixed an issue where the shape sometimes didn't receive a vault speed bonus in Pursuer or Evil Incarnate mode. Fixed an issue where the shape incorrectly had Bloodlust during special attacks. Fixed an issue where the Trapper would gain haste stacks when installing or resetting multiple bear traps. Fixed an issue where the Nightmare could get stuck when teleporting to certain generators. Fixed an issue where the barbed wire from the Executioner's Trail of Torment wasn't visible on tormented survivors. Fixed an issue where the Executioner's Cage of Atonement would flicker when relocating. Fixed an issue where survivors were unable to interact with lockers occupied by the dredge. Fixed an issue where survivors could get stuck within each other after healing a downed survivor close to a corner. Fixed an issue where killers clipped into the ground when closing the hatch. Fixed an issue where some of the dredge's weapons obstructed player view. Environment maps. Fixed an issue in the Autohaven Wrecker's realm where the Nightmare could get stuck while teleporting. Fixed an issue in the Midwich Elementary School map where survivors could land on top of the cage.
Haunted by Daylight.
Fixed an issue on multiple maps where the camera would clip inside the Houndmaster's model at the beginning of a trial. Fixed an issue in the treatment theater maps where the killer could not grab a survivor from a generator. Fixed an issue on multiple maps where the nurse could blink out of bounds. Fixed an issue in the Gas Heaven map where a survivor exiting a locker would clip through its top. Fixed an issue in the Disturbed Ward map where the trapper could hide bear traps under rubble. Fixed an issue in the Father Campbell's Chapel map where the animatronic could not interrupt a survivor interacting with a security door. Fixed an issue in the Dead Dog Saloon map where survivors could not interact with a vault. Fixed an issue in the Lampkin Lane map where players had difficulty navigating on the mud ramp next to the main building. Perks. Fixed an issue where Lucky Star would not suppress grunts of pain if the survivor was in a locker when the perk cooldown finished. Fixed an issue where Bardic Inspiration granted permanent survivor or reading. Fixed an issue where Mindbreaker would not pause existing exhaustion timers. Fixed an issue where Sprint Burst triggered at the same time as completing a generator with a great skill check when using a controller. UI. Fixed a crash that could occur when leaving the store while navigating the featured content carousel. Fixed an issue on Microsoft platforms where quest progression could appear incorrect after switching accounts. Miscellaneous. Fixed an issue which prevented switching characters while matchmaking as a killer. Fixed an issue where the taskbar icon would not flash when the application was unfocused and a trial had started. Fixed an issue where the survivor tutorial was not able to be completed when the endgame collapse ended after opening the exit gate. Fixed an issue where the killer's match result could appear on screen briefly before the match ended.
Well, that's all we got for you. Hey, and remember, keep your butt down and your eyes still. You never know when the killer is gonna grab anything they got laying around, like this little incense stick, knock you out and shove this right up your keister. Ha ha ha! Well.